Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already done so, please stop what you're doing and go hit the subscribe button now, okay? I need you to be all up on game. I'm giving you some tips, okay? Alright, so today I'm going to be doing an Alicia Keys inspired cornrow look. I'm going to be adding some wooden beads and some cute gold accessories to really make this look lit, okay? So let's get on with it. So I'm going to be using the RASTAFRI My Expert 24 Kanekalon braiding hair. This hair is the Afrel formula. It's softer and safer, and it's not going to cut up your fingers. The hair comes packaged in plastic and it has 24 pieces of Kanekalon hair that has been separated, and it's on this cute little heart-shaped ring. All you have to do is unlock your hook, pull off the amount of pieces you're going to need, and then close your hook. So simple, so easy, and it's going to save you probably 2 hours. I have to say that it definitely sped up my process. If you use 4 pieces, you get a jumbo braid. You do 3, you get a large. You do 2, you get a medium-sized braid. And 1 of the pieces that have been pre-separated, you get a small braid. So first thing you need to do is part your hair. I'm going to be parting from ear to ear. The front half is going to be my cornrows. The back half is going to be my box braids. Part from ear to ear. And make sure you tie off your hair in the back so it's not in your way. And then you're going to tie up this front hair. Just roll it up in a simple little bantu knot. After you tie up your hair, you're going to go ahead and grab the amount of pieces you're going to need to start your box braids. I just unhooked my little hard hook, and it's so convenient. After you unhook it, you want to go ahead and get your pieces. I grabbed 3 pieces for each of my box braids that you're going to see that I have. I did not cut the hair. I wanted it particularly long. If you want it shorter, you're more than welcome to cut it, but I liked the length that I had. So just grab 3 and then close your hook back up. The next thing you want to do is take these plastic little separators off of your Kanekalon hair and then basically unravel your hair as if you would if it was crochet. And then you're going to hook each piece of hair on top of each other. I guess I'm trying to say you're kind of going to like take 1 piece of hair and then anchor it on top of 2 pieces, which is going to give you your 3-legged little thing so you could start braiding your box braid. After you put some gel on your hair, you want to take your 3 pieces and just begin your box braid. You don't want to braid too tight because that's definitely going to give you some hair loss. You just want to braid it tight enough that your braid is going to be secure, not loose, and not move around. The gel helps to make it look neat and make sure you're not causing any unnecessary tension. Just braid all the way down for each braid. Again, I'm going to put some gel on my hair and I braid down to the very end. Take your time when you're braiding so your hair doesn't get tangled together like mine did just right now. But make sure to use gel throughout your braid so that way your natural hair blends in with the Kanekalon braiding hair. I love how convenient this hair is as far as it comes for separating. All I had to do was grab my pieces and start braiding. And all of the pieces are even, so it definitely made sure my braids were even. I didn't even have to fuss with stretching it out. So here you see me putting that gel on, especially closer to the end. Next, you're going to go ahead and dip your hair when you're all done in the back. Make sure you dip it in that boiling water just for a few seconds, 30 seconds in the ends to make sure that they are nice and straight. Use a towel to blot out any hot water. You're all good to go. Here's the difference between dipped hair and undipped hair. The dipped hair is smooth and the undipped hair is not smooth. It's more matted and it can easily come loose if you're not braiding tight on the ends. So make sure you dip your hair. For the front half of my cornrows, I'm going to do a middle braid in the middle and you just want to make sure that your hair is sectioned off nice and even. Use your bateau comb Make sure your gel is applied and take your Kanekalon hair and begin braiding. You kind of want to feed in some pieces, but take your time while you're doing this because you do not want to get your hair tangled up and you don't want to put too much tension on your edges. So like you see me doing here, you're just gonna take your time adding that Kanekalon hair. I took very small pieces to add to all of my cornrows. Now here, I'm parting my side braids. I'm gonna have 2 side braids that go forward in their braid pattern rather than to the back of my head. So make sure you just part your 2 side braids evenly. I remove 1 piece of this Kanekalon hair to use for each braid. So I take this plastic off and I'm going to use 2 pieces. I'm going to separate it in half, and that's what I'm going to use to make sure my braid is nice and full and it looks natural. So next I'm going to go ahead and start braiding my natural hair for my 2 side braids. I begin with small tiny pieces of hair and then I just keep braiding down towards my face as effectively as I can. This isn't a very comfortable braiding position, but it's what works. So please do what works best for you. Once you get to the end of this cornrow, you're going to get your 1 small piece of Kanekalon hair to add. You're going to add it in right here on top of your braid. You're going to hook that 1 piece so it goes into the middle. And then you're going to make sure your thumb and forefinger are holding all of that hair. And then take that other piece and then hook it onto your right piece. And then you're going to make 1, 2 braid movements. And then you're going to get your second piece of Kanekalon hair and add it in. I did it very quickly here. I tried to slow it down as possible, but that's the best that I could do. And once you do this, this is going to help your braid to look natural, especially if you started off without adding hair like I did. So the next step, you want to just kind of create your own cornrow pattern. What I did was I just started with a square, I made a triangle, now I just kind of did this curved little braid. Again, I added in hair and I was trying to be as gentle as I could, especially right there where my edges are. You just want to make sure when you take your Kanekalon pieces of hair off of the little heart, you want to make sure that you separate your 1 piece of hair into about 3. That will give you a thinness that's going to be natural looking and not too fake. Next, you want to go ahead and get your beader, load your cute little beads on, curve your hair so you put it in the beader, and then slide those beads on. Use a rubber band to tie off your last bead so nothing will come loose or slip off. You want to cut off this little end piece after you're done with the rubber band. So here I'm just showing you my pattern I did. I made sure I had 4 braids going forward. I connected some of those braids there as you see that I'm holding, just so that way it looked full. To achieve the high bun, all you're going to do is make sure all of your hair is pulled to the top of your head, and then slowly twirl all of your hair around till you have a cute little top knot and secure it with a rubber band or scrunchie, and you're all set to be fierce.